We start things off from the Palm Beach Post. President-elect Donald Trump is Time's Person of the Year. Here's how Floridians can get a copy of Issue. Now, is this someone British writing this? No preposition? Not a copy of the issue or a copy of the issue? President-elect Donald Trump was announced as Time Magazine's Person of the Year of 2024 on Thursday morning, seeing the designation for the second time. An exclusive interview while in his Mar-a-Lago home in Florida, Trump spoke to Time about his re-election campaign, the economy, immigration, and his upcoming administration in 2025. He was chosen off a short list of finalists in 2024 that the magazine released 2 days prior. So they had President Harris, or Vice President Kamala Harris, Princess of Wales Kate Middleton, Tesla, among a handful of other people. To mark the occasion, Trump rang the opening bell at the New York Stock Exchange in Manhattan this morning. He was joined by Vice President-elect J.D. Vance, former First Lady Melania Trump, and daughters Tiffany and Ivanka. This is an honor, a tremendous honor, Trump said to the crowd, as reported by ABC News. I brought some of our patriots along with us. They're going to do a beautiful job for you for the next 4 years, and it's really been something very special. So I'm sure many in the media are wincing and reeling from the fact that he was named Time Magazine Person of the Year, because they would have wanted their own selection. So from ABC News, Trump will use military for deportations up to maximum legal level. Pardons for J6 defendants in first 9 minutes. So each of the different agencies or different media outlets had their own intros. So I just kind of wanted to go over some of these to kind of see how they were reacting. So President-elect Donald Trump has been named Time Magazine. We know this. The feature story includes an interview with Trump. And then part of the celebration included Trump ringing the bell at New York Stock Exchange. He was joined by his wife, as we just read here. This is an honor, tremendous honor, as we read. So for the most part, ABC News kept it pretty straightforward. Nothing too over the top. And then from CBS, 11 highlights from Trump's Time Person of the Year interview. And then, of course, I think they go on to just to highlight some of the things that they talk about. Trump on inflation. It's very hard to bring prices down. So they want to just kind of, emphasize this in case something doesn't go well. Trump campaign on bringing down prices for everyday Americans and taming inflation. In the interview, however, Trump acknowledges that lowering prices is likely to be an uphill battle. And, of course, we know that the Establishment Uni-party and the Democrats and others aren't going to make his life easy. They are, of course, going to hamstring and hamper and obstruct as much as they can. Trump says he'll pardon January 6 defendants on a case-by-case basis. So they're just kind of covering some of the highlights here. Trump says he didn't think Matt Gaetz' nomination was worth the fight because it just would have been an opportunity for the Democrats to continue to drag everything and try to make additional spoilage of him as a person and his particular choices and so forth, which is no surprise. Trump says Harris should have given more interviews during the campaign. I suppose we could argue that all day long. Trump says releasing Project 2025 was totally inappropriate. The Heritage Foundation did what the Heritage Foundation did. The Democrats tried to associate him with it, which is kind of dumb. Trump says transgender bathroom issue has ripped apart our country. And so there's a lot of different topics here. It's really quite nice here from CBS News. At least they're going over a lot of the topics. So if you guys want to check that out, it's CBS News and 11 highlights from Trump's Time Person of the Year. And then CNN, they could only dedicate this one little area here. Trump named Time's Person of the Year as his cabinet picks lobby for Senate support. What we're covering, Time Person of the Year interview. President-elect Donald Trump was named Time Magazine Person of the Year, of course. Lobby for confirmation support, clemency announcements. And that was the extent of CNN. NBC, of course, here we are here. And they showed the opening bell here. Trump, unsurprisingly, Time Magazine's Person of the Year. Unsurprisingly? Really? Alongside the announcement of its Person of the Year pick Thursday, Time published an extensive interview, as we were just talking about there, from CBS News. The publication annual designation has little significance, but its picks have sometimes courted controversy. And, of course, this is NBC playing it all down as, publication's annual designation has little significance, but its picks have sometimes courted controversy. Well, of course. In fact, in years when there's a U.S. president election, it's rare for the winner not to take the title. Trump was first named Time's Person of the Year in 2016 when he was first elected president. So NBC is just trying to play it down altogether. And then NPR, as we like to call them, this is National Public Radio, or as we call it here on the channel, not pro-Republican. As Times Person of the Year, Trump outlines his top priorities in lengthy interview. And of course, they just go on to talk about the interview. And he suggested that the military would be used to carry out deportations on American soil, continuing to call illegal immigration an invasion of our country. He suggested the government could get rid of some childhood vaccination requirements and outline his thoughts on ending ongoing conflict in Ukraine and Gaza, among other topics. Trump also reflected on his victory against Vice President Kamala Harris last month, touting a flawless campaign that hit the nerve of the country with a focus on immigration, the economy, and issues that he said resonated more with voters than Democratic messaging. And it's true, because he was talking about things that people were concerned about, where the Democrats were concerned about whether or not a man could use a female's bathroom. I mean, I know that's hyperbolic and a bit exaggerated, but it illustrates the point clearly that their attitude was among, a certain group of individuals, as they like to do. They say that the Republicans are dividing the country, but they're the ones who like to label, stereotype, and categorize individuals and say that this group shouldn't hang out with that group and that group shouldn't be with this group, and we have to protect this group from that group. And clearly we can see among the ranks of divisions among the ranks within the Democrats, they have their own division, is what I was trying to go with there. So it's interesting to see the different takes from the different agencies across the board here. But I don't know. You guys will have to let me know down in the comments below if you guys still get magazine subscriptions or paper subscriptions. I used to get them all the time back in the day. I'd have all kinds of subscriptions and magazines and newspapers, and even go down and buy the Sunday paper every Sunday and things like that. So you guys have to let me know if you still get any of the magazines or subscribe to anything that you continually get via mail. Be interesting to see. I know TV Guide was a huge one back in the day. I think a lot of people used to get TV Guide, but I don't know what people get anymore. You guys have to let me know down in the comments. But I want to thank all you guys across New Tech, of course, BitChute, Rumble, and Odyssey for your guys' continued support. Of course, I'm continuing to post the shorts on YouTube as well as in the community post. So the community post has been kind of a new thing I've been experimenting with. So I want to thank all you guys for all of that. But that's what I had for you guys this Friday.
All right, guys, so that's going to wrap it up for this Friday vlog. Thank you for the likes, the shares, and the comments. Below this video, you can find the various social media links that I belong to, as well as my affiliate marketing for Amazon, as well as Trust Zone, so you guys can take advantage of that. It does help out the channel. But of course, your likes and your shares and your comments do help out the channel, as well as those who participate in the post on community posts there on YouTube, as well as in shorts. So I do appreciate all of that. But nonetheless, what an amazing 2024. Thank you to all of you on BitChute, Rumble, and Odyssey for your guys' continued support. And of course, everyone here on YouTube, which appearing now would be the channel icon, which you guys can click on if you're watching on YouTube to subscribe, as well as the select notification. That way you know when there's content here on the channel. And I'll see all you guys behind the Galaxy phone camera next week.